Hi everybody at the High School Giving Circle. My name is Sean Farnan, and I'm the Development Director here at the SPCA of Northern Nevada, where we rescue over 2,000 homeless pets every year. We give them the medical attention that they need, we spay and neuter them if it's needed, and we get them adopted out to new families. I'm going to give you some information about the things that we do, and then we're going to provide you with a nice video where you'll get some pictures and some video of the different animals that we work with. So first of all, we were founded in 1998 as the first no-kill animal shelter in Northern Nevada. We've been going strong for over 20 years, and last year we adopted out over 2,147 dogs and cats to new families. And in spite of everything that's been going on this year in 2020 with the pandemic, we're on pace to almost meet that same number. I think, fingers crossed, we'll get to over 2,000 animals again this year. Some of the other things that we do are provide low-cost vaccination clinics for the general public. Shots are only $15 compared to much more money at veterinarians' offices. We also do low-cost spay and neuters for people, and as part of the pandemic, or basically how it's changed the way we do business this year, because we're not doing as many things out in the general public, we've been able to up those spay and neuter days. And currently we're doing 3 days a week where we provide spay and neuters for the pets of the general public. That's an amazing program, and that's the most important thing about the work we do. Everybody loves the fact that we rescue animals and get them adopted out, but the spay and neutering is a really important program. We placed over 570 animals into foster care last year. If the shelter is full and we don't have room for more animals, we have people who basically provide foster care for animals. They keep them until we can bring them into the shelter and do what we do. Last year we had over 40,000 volunteer hours here at the SPCA. One of the amazing things about the work we do is that so many people want to help us, you guys included, with this potential grant. And we're really proud of the fact that we have so many people who come down, work here at the adoption center or at our thrift store, and help us do the work we need to do. Let's see, we had over 8,800 animals that we served through that vaccination clinic that I talked about earlier. That's a huge amount of animals that we supported. And we almost spayed and neutered 2,000 animals last year. So in addition to the 2,100 that we adopted out, we did 1,945 spay and neuters. Okay, those are kind of the real numbers. Let's talk a little bit about some of the programs that we have that weren't listed in there. So besides all of that work, one of the great programs that we have is our shelter feeding program. So every week we take a big truck out to the USA Parkway and we go to PetSmart and Walmart and Chewy.com, and any of the damaged pet food items that they have, items that have been damaged through transporting into the distribution center, we pick those items up, we bring them back here to the shelter, we make sure that our pantry is full, and then we donate all those bags of food and cans of food to over 40 other smaller animal welfare organizations. There are lots of mom and pop animal welfare organizations out there that don't have the resources that we have, and so that free food is a really big deal for them. Last year I think we donated over $3 million in food to those different organizations. How will the funding that you guys might provide to us help us here at what we do? So one of the things about being a no-kill shelter is that it's very expensive. On average we spend about $450 per animal from when we go out into the rural areas to rescue them, working with other communities. We bring them back here to the shelter, they get their full medical workup, vaccination, spay, neuter, then we get them onto the adoption floor, we market them, make sure they're taken care of until they're adopted by a new family. $450 per animal is what we spend. So your grant, whatever amount it may be, will go to help us defer those costs. So we really appreciate whatever you can do for us. Let's see, we talked about the numbers, impacts and outcomes. So this is the most important thing. The animals that we rescue typically are homeless on the streets. We're able to bring them into our shelter, provide them a place to stay, keep them warm, keep them fed, and then ultimately we get them into the homes of new loving families. Not only is it a benefit for those dogs and cats, but also to see the smiles on the faces of the family members when they walk out of our adoption center with their new family member is priceless. How has COVID affected our operations? Well, we've gone to virtual adoptions, so we're not open to the public, But even though we've had to pivot and do everything online and have a lot more communication with people via the phone or email, like I said before, we're almost at the amount of adoptions we did last year, which was our biggest year ever, we're keeping up that really strong pace. So even though we've had to switch the way we do things, it's working out really well. The stories you'll see in the video we're about to show you, we appreciate this opportunity. If you have any more questions, please follow up with us after you get to watch the video. Would love to talk to you. I wish we could give you a tour of the shelter, but at this point, of course, we can't. All right, everybody, thank you so much. Take care.